Allgood here, founder of Quantum Performance, a high-performance coaching firm located in San Diego, California, specializing in the mental training for athletes as well as other people in high-performance pursuits. Okay, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about a term that I guess has been coined in the athletic world called getting into the zone. And it's actually the title of my book. And getting into the zone is a state of being where kind of everything happens, I don't want to say automatically, but we're able to tap into a different level of consciousness and a different level of performance. Things seem to flow, we say the right things, we do the right things. It's almost as if we're not really in control of what we're doing, but we almost even have a heightened sense of awareness of what we're doing at the same time. Anybody who's ever experienced this state kind of knows what it is. It's very hard to describe, but we've all usually been in it at least a few times in our life, depending how old you are, and it's a fantastic state to be in. We get so much more done. We're at a higher level of performance. And so I want to talk today a little bit about two of the main factors that help us to get into this state. In the world of psychology, we call this the flow state. And let's talk a little bit about those factors that contribute to helping us get into that state. Okay, so two of the factors that help us get into this flow state or get into the zone are, one, the challenge of the task at hand, and the second factor is our perceived skill level and ability to meet that challenge, okay? And a lot of people don't understand is that in order for us actually to get into this flow state, into the zone, the challenge of the task actually needs to be at a pretty high level. And with that, then our skill and our perception of our skill needs to also be at a very high level. So we have the challenge over here on one axis, okay? And we have our perception of our skill and our confidence in the skill on this other axis. So when the challenge is high as well as our perception of the skill is also high, we get into this flow state, okay? Anxiety is also another state that a lot of athletes sometimes feel quite a bit, and this happens when the challenge is high, but the perception of the skill is actually very, very low, and this is anxiety up over here, okay? And so really the biggest thing is not that the challenge is too high, it's really the confidence, the perception isn't where it needs to be, and this is what needs to be kind of looked at and worked on a little bit more. And that's a big thing to kind of keep in mind, because as I said, it's not necessarily the challenge is too high. We want it to be challenging, but we have to have that confidence that we can meet the challenge. And if we don't, a couple things have to be looked at. Either one, we have to increase our confidence, and I'm going to have videos in the future on how to do that. And two, sometimes then we have to do things to increase our skills so we can also have the confidence, whether it's doing extra practice, really focusing in on our strengths, and that's definitely going to be a topic I'm going to talk more about on future videos. Is really to help us to have confidence, we do need to kind of focus in on our strengths and how they match up with the task and how it can allow us to feel confident about entering that task. So what I want you to do though for today is kind of think about what you might need to do to either increase the challenge of the task that you are doing, or increase your perception, increase your belief in yourself for being able to meet that challenge. And when you start to believe that you can meet that challenge, you're going to get more of an ability to be in that flow state, and when we're in that state, you'll have higher ability to actually meet that challenge and to perform well above where you think you're capable of performing. Have a great day. Look forward to more videos on kind of confidence as well as getting into the zone. Again, if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to me via email or give me a call if you want some more information on how to help with this. You can also pick up my book, Get Into the Zone. It is on Amazon, and all you have to do is plug in my name, Kate Allgood, or plug in the title of the book, Get Into the Zone, and it's definitely going to give you some helpful tips on how to do this a little bit better. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all guys soon.